and look at the smile on his face.
The
Chef's
chef's
kiss.
So, what are your thoughts on facing Sentinels tomorrow?
I think it was expected. I think we prepared to have to go through Sentinels in the actual tournament. No surprise that they beat FaZe. We expected to beat T1, so this is definitely the match that we're kind of looking forward to, and I think we are prepared to play against them.
Nice. Do you feel like there's a lot riding on this match since you guys are a newer roster being put together and kind of proving yourselves?
Yeah, we had to beat them in the actual first qualifier. We beat them to place second. So we play against them. We it's weird because Sentinels is the one team that we literally never practice against. We don't really know. I don't even know if they actually practice at all. We practice against every team but Sentinels. So, I think we're prepared. I think we're very confident going into it, and yeah, I'm excited to play against them. This is kind of the matchup that Sentinels was considered the best team at one point, and if we can kind of put a nail in that, then maybe this is our road to solidifying us as being the number one team.
Right, right. Yeah, and I spoke with Shazam, and he was saying that they've taken the last 2 weeks to just kind of relax, prepare, watch VODs. So that's been their mindset. What was going through your mind when you guys actually qualified for First Strike, and it kind of solidified you as one of the top teams in NA?
Yeah, we definitely just kind of we took each step as best as we could. At the first thing was, okay, let's make it from the open to the closed. Then, it'd be really nice if we won the close because then we can go right to the main event.
Right.
Then it's like, oh, now we're in the main event. Okay, one day at a time. We're out of the corner. We're in the semifinals. We're a top 4 team. So it definitely felt really good to kind of prove that some of the things we expected out of the roster and the things that I was signed for and the things that everybody else here was signed for, we were able to achieve that, right? We qualified through the first close, through the first open, and now we're here kind of putting our foot down saying, hey, we're a top 4 team at least. So it feels good.
Right, right. Who would you want to face in the grand finals if it was up to you?
For
First
Strike? No, yeah, I'm
sorry.
So I'll give you 2 answers. For storyline, I think TSM. I think TSM has a lot of fans, and the streamers and the personalities. I think beating TSM in the finals would be better for the storyline. But I think for us personally, for me personally, I would want to beat Envy. They beat us in the finals of the closed. They not only beat us, they embarrassed us in the final of the closed. And I think if we could do that match over again in the grand finals of this tournament, I think the results would be way different.
Right. If you don't mind me asking, was that just an off day for you guys, or what was kind of the situation with that match?
Yeah, so we had boot camped for about 2 weeks here going into that last match, and unfortunately, Nitro had to head back home to do some things for his friends and family. So I think it just kind of ruined it changed the dynamic of the team. We went from having 5 people on land to now Nitro's playing from home. Things didn't really go our way. I felt like people weren't really like mentally there. Like people already checked out at that point. So like I said, I think this time will be much different. I think there's a lot riding on this match, the next 2 matches especially, and especially I mean the first NV game, it was for seeding. We wanted to say, hey, we're first place, but we did what we could, and I think we're much more prepared going in this second time if we play against them.
Right. And so my next question is a 2-part question. Going into 2021, what are some goals that you've set for yourself, and then what are some goals you guys have set for yourselves as a team as a whole?
So I think as the game progresses and as the game becomes more mature and the community and the meta and the agents and we get more maps and we get more agents, I think for me, continuing to play a lot, I mean, there's no doubt I stream 5 days a week. I practice for 7 hours a day. My stream's about 6 hours. So I'm playing Valorant for 14 hours a day, 5 days a week, at minimum. So I think it's big for me to continue to play as much as I do, continue to kind of keep up to date with the meta, continue to improve. I play Sova most of the time, so I think keeping, adding on to my current library of darts and lineups and recons and alts, I think all that's going to be very big for us moving forward. And as new maps and as new agents come out, I think it'll be kind of important for me to continue to add, especially if I'm going to keep playing Sova.
Right. And then going into the Champions Series next year, are there any teams overseas that you really want to face off against?
FPX. I think that's probably a pretty typical answer for people from NA right now. They're very, very vocal about them thinking that they're just on another level than us.
Yeah.
And when I try to put when I think about it, I think the meta that they run, that their agent lineup, I don't agree with it. I don't think it's that good. I actually think this is going to be one of the first esports where NA is going to be the dominant one.
Okay.
And that's me, obviously, no bias or anything, of course.
Right.
But yeah, I do think that our lineup and our meta makes more sense. They play Brimstone a lot. We play Omen on every map. They play a lot of Sage, and Viper was played a lot today in EU.
Yeah.
Nobody plays Sage or Viper here, pretty much any map. So I think that FPX to Angel, I've known Angel for a very long time. I competed against him in Counter-Strike. So
Okay.
to maybe shut him up and be like, hey, listen, he made a tweet saying we would win 3 rounds on them or 4 rounds in total if we win both pistols. I actually think that NA is further ahead, but that's
Right.
just based on everyone can make a prediction. Nobody knows until we get a chance to play against them.
Right. We're gonna have to wait till next year to truly see. That's all the time I have. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview, and good luck at the rest of the tournament.
Thanks.
Present stand. The nerd cam in B, playing back B. He has a trip in garage. He has a trip top C. Oh, he's so aware.
Great stuff from Drone there.
Oh my
Hiko and
goodness.
Steel, though, through the smoke. Oh, they're annihilating TSM. There's only 2 players left. There's a 2 versus 4 for TSM. They have to find a way out of this situation, but it's getting worse and worse. And who better than Hiko to look to seal the deal here in this grand finals as Colors tries. He does all that he can, but it's simply not enough against 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves, they've done it. They are your first strike North America champion.